Como's going to be the Skeller Man, the
Yes.
cackling soliloquist.
Yes. I even know a few necromancy songs. I just never get to sing them.
So you're gonna be Necromancer again.
Yes, why not? I like it.
It's a bit different this time,
I'm
though.
easy to please.
It's a bit different this time, though.
I know. That's why I want to learn all the different systems and find whichever is the most amusing.
How does magic work in the system?
Does Star Wars have like Jedi that can conjure like is there like a death magic you can use?
It depends on which canon we're looking at.
Because if the Force is like life force and has push and mind control, I imagine that you could like partially move a body around in such a fashion.
In certain elements of the Old Republic and Hyperspace War timelines, the Sith could use what was considered Sith Alchemy, which was basically raw force energy turned into a physical form to animate corpses. And specifically, the Night Sisters can do it. Though they're extinct eventually.
Now that you're bringing up Sith Alchemy, one of the books that I found actually has Sith Alchemy as a skill that you can learn as a naughty boy. And you can use it to give yourself all kinds of cool shit.
Oh yeah, no, Sith are broken with how many powers they have.
That's badass.
Like, hell, it's actually in new canon too, though the extent is a little up and down.
I just realized that if you get a Sith and you take those +2s all the way to the top, you can break max speed using master speed. You can travel at 1.5 times max speed for 6 seconds. Boom!
What are you gonna slow down?
I don't want to know what happens to your momentum when you do that.
Yeah.
It's just you just explode. Like even the Force can't protect you against this one.
The friction is too much.
Just tear yourself apart accelerating.
Now I want to open up an academy of Sith that is just entirely dedicated to people throwing themselves at walls and people as projectiles.
Like how much acceleration do you experience? Like you go up so much. I imagine that accelerating to max speed in like a second is so many G-forces. Your body just the differences in acceleration, different parts of your body would tear you apart alone.
Probably.
It's like spaghettification, but it's your fault.
Yes. Look at these guys. They're having fun.
Yeah, those are Night Sister zombies. That what they do is they store them in pods to keep them from decomposing, and then whoever's the head of the clan can use the Ichor of the planet Dathomir to control their bodies in times of emergency.
Here's a cool thing. There's also transfer essence, which allows you to put yourself in someone else.
Oh yeah, that's Palpatine's thing.
You put a sippy straw in their head and you go.
Yeah, that was in Legends. It was explained that that's why Palpatine was trying to get Luke to kill him. Was
that's part of the
if
ritual.
You kill someone, if you kill someone in rage, you're tapped too much into the dark side to resist it. So if you stab him while you're pissed off, instead of just out of a sense of duty, he can basically force himself into you.
Oh hell! There's an Imperial Inquisitor class in this booklet too. Oh, that's so good.
Yes.
I wonder what their features are like. I need to know this. What are your features? Resource access. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of like Imperial class. Get this High Inquisitor. Oh man. Oh man.
Wait, do they get the lightsabers, or what kind of Inquisitors are we looking at?
We're talking about they get the control area of feats, which I think is like body control, or like push and stuff. And they do in fact get bonus lightsaber damage, like some other classes do.
So I wonder if those are based more off of the current canon Inquisitors with the stupid lightsabers.
I mean, they can pick like a whole. Oh man, High Inquisitor, which is like the 6th of this, is like you can pick burst and speed, deflect blasters. Jesus, that's pretty cool though. Ooh, that's neat. Ooh.
I love the Imperial Knights. I wonder if they're in the book, in any of them, because of just how badass these guys are.
Well, there's a Dark Force Witch. There's a lot in this Dark Side source book.
Well, the Imperial Knights are actually gray. They specifically don't go either direction. It's part of their training.
Oh, there's a Sith Lord. I need to know. Oh, that's probably just like Jedi Master, where it's like, oh, it's the one you graduated from school.
I wonder if you can use a Sith Lord as an insult, kind of like you do Shit Lord.
What the fuck is a Sith battle feature? Sith battle prowess. Oh, they get some battle. Gotcha. Well, it's probably in there somewhere. Are
Also,
these
shout out the Imperial Knights too.
are the Imperial? Oh God, I forgot. This book is like just the whole fucking thing. Campaign Foundation. Oh God, this is cute. Let's close all these. Then you need these. Let's have a look. Oh my God, please provide me with support. Ooh. So what are Imperial Knights like faction-wise, so that I have an easier time finding them?
So they're from the Second Empire, the Fell Empire, which is ironically not evil.
Gosh. I could probably just go to Wikipedia and be like, hey, legends, click, and then, hey, oh, Knights of the Empire. Oh gosh, this is some funny suits.
Their main job was, incidentally, they were kind of like the Emperor's personal bodyguard, right?
Mhm.
Their main job, which they always had to hold up to, and they were strictly forbidden from ever questioning, is if the Emperor, who is force sensitive, falls to the dark side, they all stab him.
Like, fuck that one up.
Yeah, that was why they were made, was that there wouldn't be another Palpatine.
Oh,
But there were like 20.
Yeah, but one that isn't actually just him.
Oh, okay.
God.
Like, it was to prevent the Empire from being taken over by, a dark side user.
Oh no, this is a mini. This will take some figuring out to figure. What the hell is Insider?
They also had Cortosis weave gauntlets, so they could pimp slap lightsabers aside to catch people off guard.
Of course. All right. So you wanted to know about spellcasters in the system?
Yes.
Yeah, how do they work? Before I choose a wizard.
Okay, so under powers, you got your things. So the way that you work is you have your basic attacks. That's for if you're at your bottom. Wizards have too many things they have to worry about. First, you see all the green ones. Those are the C's are cantrips. Your magic missiles, your at will. Greens are at will, so you can use those whenever. No problem. The red one are once per battle. You get those back when you take a short rest after a battle. Your blue ones are dailies, but not all of them are dailies. If I recall correctly, some of these are at least. I did give you some cyclicals, right? I should have given you some cyclicals. Why did I not give?
Powers. Which ones are cyclicals?
I need to figure this one out myself. Actually, there's not many, but there are some.
Also, apparently, the wizard is very sick. He has a lot of STDs.
Funny.
Well, STD means standard action.
I know. I'm just.
Where? Okay, I need to remind myself, because I know the wizard has cyclical spells, and the way they work is that on even turns, which includes 6, which is where the die ends, they basically get that spell back at the end of combat, or I think they don't expend it. Was that
They're only expended in that battle if they are cast and the escalation die is 0 or odd. In other words, if you cast a cyclical spell like Color Spray or Rebuke, when the escalation die is even, the spell is not expended and you can cast it again.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so they're per battle, but yeah. Okidoki. So yeah, you basically there's a couple of spells you can just kind of throw out there. Otherwise, the way that spellcasting works is it takes 4E and says, you know what, 4E, your ritual thing is adorable, but get the fuck out of here. These are your battle-related activities. Outside of that, you probably have like some small things, which are kind of it doesn't care. It doesn't care what you do outside of combat, because that's not for the game to figure out. Although since you're a wizard, you probably have like little pew-pew things, utility things. Like invisibility and levitate, and you probably have like minor things you can take care of. And if you want to do something bigger, you have to do rituals, which take time and effort, and you have to gather up a big heap of things. For your case, I already wrote everything down. You got physical defense to worry about. Whenever you cast a daily wizard spell, you get a +4 until the end of your next turn. You basically shield for free. Evocation is a fun one. I want you to really look at this one if you want to be a wizard. Basically, you can use a quick action to make that spell extra oomphy. Great. And hey, the better part's the escalation die. Which, again, I really like how many things in this game are like, hey, if you're doing the escalation die thing, once you get to the end, you can start to get the real cool stuff, but it's also the time where the battles really wrap up.
Baffy.
Yeah, what?
You know me so well, you gave my items the quirks that I wanted to give myself anyway.
Screw it. We're going to go full mage team. I'm going to go wizard.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
we're going to pick a third one also.
Yeah, you get to pick the tertiary one.
I've been thinking of grabbing the commander.
I was going to say that's probably the smart plan since they're both kind of not frontliners.
We're just noodle arms.
If you want a real frontliner, you want to pick the monk because they have the biggest armor class. Although hit points comparable to the commander.
I have something to show for Dawn.
Don't.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's how you get them to go into the cakes and the pies.
Yes,
Oh well.
I'll go DM them. Well, not DM them. I'm gonna put it in people here.
I need to just look up one thing before I tell you whether or not this is a good idea. Okay, that's not a bad one either way. Finish this is also not bad. Yeah, I don't think this is limited to... Yeah. Yeah, these are not limited to weapons as they would be in 3.5. They're just like, yeah, they're casting a spell, fuck it. You can tell them to cast it harder.
I assume my magic
Cast it
works in a similar way.
more.
What is it, Goma?
I assume my magic, my powers work the same way.
For the most part, you don't have cyclical spells, though. Again, greens are at wills, your reds are battles. But don't forget your cackling soliloquist. You can spend your entire turn of actions to give a spell recharge 18. What that means is a recharge spell or power is regained when you take a rest and you roll an 18 or higher on a d20. So basically, get like a small chance you might get to cast it again that day.
That's neat.
Also, it gives you some temporary hit points. So hey, you might as well go for it if you got nothing better to do with your life.
Heck.
So, what do I have for like cantrips and everything?
Well, they're all marked with a C under your powers, but for the most part, wizards can do like little things that they want to.
Okay, those are cantrips. And I'm assuming cyclical spells are like listed on the spell.
They're your red spells.
Okay.
In fact,
Yeah,
if you hover
Color
over them, they
Spray,
even have like
Tribute.
triggers. Yeah. Goma has a lovely battle spell, Death's Call.
Yes.
It's great. It's great. Anything else I need to tell you about? Oh, you come with a minion. You come with the little skeletal boy, and I think you can summon undead. You can summon wraiths.
Yeah, there's a summon and a summoned wraith.
Also, don't forget about your death. Just don't forget to look at the details section because I wrote like a little out how your character's supposed to work. 5
Yeah,
hit
like you did
points.
for Iron Claw.
Death Knell. You're not.
Close quarter spells do not provoke attack of opportunity. That is incredibly good to know.
Yes. Also, I'm gonna bump that number up because that should be higher level. Is that the spell level it's talking about? So if I put this on...
You're a wizard. I don't know what you were expecting. Yeah, that's right.
There we go. So yeah.
Oh, hey. The escalation is caps at 6. Good to know.
Yep. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I start no active encounter, if I get like a random dude involved in this, yeah, the escalation die actually shows up. Do you see that?
The stuff that you rolled, yeah.
Bottom left, I mean. There's like a little escalation die counter.
Yeah, I see it.
Cool. So you know it's there. By the way, movement in this game doesn't give a shit. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Movement-
you also listed out my cantrips. That's nice.
Movement in this game is like such. You're either nearby, which means you're close enough to fuck someone up. You're far away, which means you're not even fighting. Or you're, and that's about it. You're also engaged or not engaged. Engaged means that, you have to worry about attacks of opportunity. You can hit him with melee. Or not. So generally speaking, as a spellcaster, you want to be not engaged, but you do want to be nearby. Alright. During this, I expect you to get about 1 or 2 daily rests, so keep that in mind.
Okay, doke.
Let's see. Oh, it's this. Ugh, yeah, it's so dumb.
How come every game we play, my character has lower wisdom? It's like it's a thing I do.
By the way, in case you're wondering, before we get started, there's one more thing. I want you to look over on the left, and there's 2 things I want to put your attention on. First is their unique thing. 2, there's your backgrounds. When you take a skill check, your backgrounds are your skills and your proficiencies. Your background is this huge clump of potential things you're good at.
Where can I see them?
They're on the left of your sheet.
Oh, okay. You just gotta scroll down.
For example, Como has Evil Wizard and Priest of the Sun, because that's what he likes.
E.
So if he might have to say, figure out something religious, he's Priest of the Sun. He probably knows that stuff. If he has to figure out some spooky magic, well, he's an Evil Wizard. He probably knows that stuff. Under that, the last thing. Como's lovely thing is, I do not sleep. I die in rebirth every day, which is, you're allowed to do that in this game. You're allowed to say that. There are your icon relationships. It's either a plus, a squiggly line, or a minus. Your relationship is there are very powerful people in this world, and they're kind of your relationships. Yes, I was about to tell you to roll them.
Oh, heck.
Roll all of them.
Like 4 times?
No, roll all of them once. Like each of the individual ones you roll.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
So, these are your inspiration points. A 5 is a complicated. It gets you what you want. It's going to get messy. A 6 is it goes well. This can be anything from a flashback to something that you learned. Perhaps it's an item that you have with you that you just haven't bothered to bring up because don't worry about it. Or it might be an ally or something else. It's effectively your connection to this person has gotten you allies from that person, information, tools, equipment, or maybe someone who hates them. That's usually how negative relationships work.
So I rolled the Diablos, but no numbers went into the thingy.
Yes.
Is that
In
correct?
that case, you have not rolled any 5s or 6s on that. So don't worry about it. These reset every session. They do not reset every rest or anything.
Day.
So
Okay.
don't worry about it. You might get to roll again. You have 1 for the Lich King, which means that's an unambiguous advantage, which don't forget just is very good. Can give you a lot of boost.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Final thing you need to know. I think your Skeleton Minion acts on its own turn. Don't worry about it too much.
This is kind of an interesting system just from the get-go. Don't hesitate to point out if I'm missing something or like I'm forgetting about something because this is new.
Well, I want you to remember, please, for the love of God,
What?
remember to use Death Knell and heal.
I'll try to. I'm reading this. It says this is literally.
You have 40 hit points. The commander has 105.
I know.
I have 56.
Well, lucky for
Together,
you,
we don't match the commander.
your Skeleton Minion is 36. I don't know when he comes back if he fucking explodes, but hey.
We'll see.
Actually, we should probably read up on that before that. Skeleton Minion action your initiative. You decide whatever takes it before or after. Oh, that's cute. You can take a standard move and a quick action if he has anything to spend it on. What? It is not a summoned creature. Summoning rules don't apply. But when does it come back? When you take it? Oh, when you take a quick rest. So basically, after most fights, your skeleton goes whoop, and comes back. So you basically have like an extra basket of 36 hit points. You can throw at the wall to see what sticks.
That's amazing.
Oh, by the way, I should probably
That's
explain
what we
this.
call a distraction.
I should probably explain this to you. There are quick rests and there are full heal ups. This game undermines the 5-minute adventuring day in a very clever fashion. If you take a full heal up before your GM says that you've earned it, the bad guys win in some fashion.
Oh.
Basically, if you get out too fast, they do something that helps them a lot because you were lazy little bastards who got beat up a little too much.
Yeah, and they're still doing stuff. It's not like they quit doing the evil thing because we need an 8-hour rest.
The quick rests work for them, but I don't think these technically even require a certain time period. But quick rests are you can spend your recoveries to recover hit points. You have to if you're below 50% or less. You get your battles, your recharges, all that kind of stuff. But you'll figure it out when we get there. I mean, hell, if you click them, it actually sort of tells you what you get on them. It's great. All right. I think we're ready.
Let's try it.
I need to pull up my thing.
Taffy, don't get angry with us. We're dummies.
I know. I'm learning this too. I'm playing this very much pants.
This
seat of my
is
pants.
experimental.
Okay, but Zyla, look at this. Quark doesn't notice social slice or insults. I'm dumb. And then obsessed with numbers and calculation.
These quirks mostly are supposed to come into play if you have too many magic items on you. Like they don't come on. You can have as many as your level, which in your case, which don't apply yet. But they're on your items. If you have too many magic items in this game, quirks start to affect your character. Usually it's only one that affects you, but you can also have them affect them if you want to. Who knows? It might come in useful to let a magic item that knows what it's doing take care of some situations.
There's
Okay,
a
I
little
like
bit
the
of
description on the wand. The gem on the end of the wand is entirely accidental.
It's optional.
That's funny. Zyla, look at this. I have a staff. When you a coin staff that makes the user
look.
crow. No. I'm going to read it out for you. While its owner sleeps, it invades their dreams as a raven and speaks of arcane mystery. I have a friend in my dreams that talks to me, but at the same time, I do not sleep. That's weird. How does that work? Is it more of a metaphor?
Who knows? You figure it out. Probably
Maybe you
that
get
while
both
you're
stuff.
dead after sleep, while you're dying and rebirthing every day, he just kind of sits next to you on the road of souls.
That's kind of cute. Can you imagine the character just doesn't know what sleep is and they just think they die every evening? And I wake up. It's like Q from Star Trek. It's like I felt weak, and then I collapsed, and then I opened my eyes. And it's been like 10 years. Excuse me, 10 hours later. It's like you fell asleep. It's like ew.
That's what that is?
People
Yeah.
die when they are killed?
Damn it, Shiro Emiya.
Q asks us a legitimate question and no one knows how to answer it.
There you go. Here's the relevant little bit.
Wait, so you're telling me that when I've been killing people all the time, they died?
They don't go to a state to a farm up state.
Q fell asleep. Oh, I got it. Oh. All right. Your grand and noble heroes of level 5, no less. Level 5 hero, by the way, means you're ass kickers, name takers. In fact, you generally are. This system, you know how 4E likes to say that? It's true in this one. It's level 1, you kick ass and take names. You don't fight commoners, you just say you kick their butts and throw them out the window. And it
Yes.
happens, magically. I like that a lot. But, as a
Also, I
result...
gave you the clip so you can hear the exact take, because it's perfect.
Yes, that's what killing means.
No, it's the confusion.
Fine. I'll give it a listen. Oh, man.
That pause in the middle, like
Okay, thank God that we're on the same wavelength there. You are heroes, and you've been sent on a mighty quest indeed. Who needs the details? The details are simple. There's a fortress taken by the forces of evil, slowly but surely corroding and corrupting the land around it. And being the goody two-shoes you are, naturally, someone in the local area would desire for it to be cleansed. Not to mention, it's just what you do. You go places, you beat them up. You restore a little bit of goodness to the world that is ever sinking into darkness.
Yeah.
Who rules this place? The Lich King? The Diabolist? Perhaps it is an outpost of the Orcish Lord. It is unclear, but it does not matter. They are causing trouble for the locals, and it must be solved. However, the land itself is encapsulated in a thick, semi-permeable force field. It does not yield to your presence, for it knows goody two-shoes when it smells them. As such, you have taken a back road into this land of darkness, through the old mines that carve a coincidental path through the mountain itself. A dangerous route indeed, but certainly not beyond your means. With a spring in your step, you sink into the earth. The mines are dark. When you do not raise a light, there is nothing to see, but when you do, the place is filled with geographical and geological activities. Stalagmites, stalactites, shelves, and more, they all await you. The air is cold and heavy, as if something unpleasant has lived here for aeons, and only now has decided to make its presence known. Every time you take a step, your feet echo, and in the distance the earth groans. Skittering vermin and moving lizards, dripping water. This is the earth. And luckily none of you are dwarves, or it'd be like, oh man,
I'm gonna talk about the rock for the next 7 years.
this rock is my wife.
We would, we would all be very Scottish for no reason.
Why do y'all know that this here be shale? It's unnatural in this here cave.
Oh, look at this chalk. It'll go great in me branch.
Also,
But-
because I can and it's a cantrip, I'm just use this is our light source now.
Do not worry yourself. I'm pretty sure the system doesn't care anything about light sources mechanically. It's just like, yeah, sure, it's okay.
It's role playing.
You're heroes. You shouldn't have to worry about a light source. You carry a torch. Like 3.5, sure, because you're mostly human in the first 2 levels, and it makes sense. And it's about the creeping, invading darkness. Here, you're bigger than life. Conan doesn't worry about light sources for the most part, only when it's dramatic.
Yeah, he walks into stuff and it's already well lit. It's kind of silly.
Your first obstacle, however, is a massive gorge. There is no map before you ask. We're going to get to the map. Your first obstacle, because we are dealing with... So, a thing this thing does is it has environments. And it's just like, hey, listen, don't get a battle map. Just have a fun environment, narrate it, and ask your players, hey, here's a fucking thing, deal with it. And that's what this is. It's a massive gorge. It seems to send light and air. Crossing it will be tough, as one feels a tugging downwards, as if gravity grows above it. In addition, your mind feels warped while above it. You feel the urge to climb into this hole. Above, stalactites hang like sharp teeth, and below are knife-like edges. You can even see splatters of old blood and pits of someone else. As you stand upon the ledge, you can see, off in the distance, the shimmering of another ledge that leads deeper into the earth. In case you're familiar with the term, this is a skill challenge. You're going to need a few successes on some things to make your way across safely.
Skill challenge.
So you're going to have to figure out how you're going to do this, kids.
Hmm.
Strong wizard.
Let's see. Do I have anything magical that might help with this?
Well, you're a necromancer, probably not.
Probably
But
not.
I might. Because I have a lot of powers.
Marvelous.
So I need to look through them.
Now,
So the blue spells are dailies, okay.
Yes.
and the green ones again? Could you remind it? Will, just infinite, basically.
Yeah. And then red are per battle.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. I'm just reading through what all I have to see what all they do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have levitate.
Zoinks.
Oh, wait, which does not move me horizontally.
Oh.
Not to mention that even if you were to push yourself along the ceiling, there are many sharp edges above.
Yeah, there's stabby things up there.
I mean, we could use a rope to cross, or maybe even 3 ropes.
If we had rope, I can use mage hand. Ropes aren't all that heavy, and I'm actually not that weak, so half my strength
Yes.
should be able to move.
Hmm.
Marvelous.
Let's see. Does
Because I
the
do
commander
have mage
any-
hand.
I don't think actually any of us have it. That's kind of interesting. Okay.
Well, your inventory is presumed to contain anything that a reasonable adventurer of your level would have.
Oh, in that
And
case, that
rope
would
is
be
some-
ropes.
Rope would be standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try to mage hand a rope across.
We also notice that the system doesn't technically have carrying capacity because it doesn't give shit.
That's a little silly. Also, does my skeleton buddy just hang out with me?
Yeah, he's just generally around.
Hi. I'm gonna pat him.
Well, they sure are a skeleton.
Yes.
Skelly boy.
That he is.
He's going to be the #1 member of our party, and I will die to protect him.
I mean, kinda.
Well,
Yeah, I'm going to mage hand the rope over and see if I can get it to the other end.
unfortunately, as I mentioned, this large gaping maw appears to be more than simple mundane trouble. Roll me an intelligence roll.
Suppose we're
Thank
just.
God I'm +6 on int.
You levitate the rope across and begin
What was
to.
that +5 from?
You add your level to all rolls.
Oh, okay. I
Oh.
was wondering how the hell I got a
So
27 with the +6.
the level rolls what you really got, which is 11. As you
Now I understand.
As you levitate the rope across and tie it down firmly, there's only one more thing that needs to happen. And that is that someone needs to keep this firm while the others climb across. After all, while the commander could almost certainly make the Indiana Jones fall downwards, the Tarzan sweep, you would have significantly more difficulty with this. As a result, I'm going to have the commander roll his strength. Is he good with holding something taut? I'm afraid that his skills do not extend in this direction. Alright, starting off today very strong.
Maybe they do extend in many directions.
He holds the rope, and you all climb across the maw. As you slowly inch your way carefully, you feel that constant sense of drawn being drawn downwards into a blackness that no light can illuminate.
Is
Once
that
you-
gravity?
Once you get straight over, that's more than just normal gravity. It's as something is pushing on your shoulders, on your body, pulling at your arms.
Mm.
Once you're above
Must
it,
be-
you can even smell the distant but sharp miasma of a large pile of bodies. You would know, as a necromancer, just how big this pile is. Hundreds, maybe thousands. Ancient, but also fresh.
That's timeless.
Could be. It's hard to tell. You swing across.
Yeah.
And then make your way deeper down.
Yes.
Eventually, you come across something
Making my
else.
way down to-
The tunnel goes up, down, and sideways, spiraling and swirling, at times splitting apart, but you have instructions. You know where to go. Eventually, you find yourself in a strange place. First, it's corpses, located near wires and activated crossbows and mechanisms. Oh, no, excuse me. That is not supposed to be there. That is a holdover from something else. That's when I copy
That's okay. We're not seeing anything on the map right now, anyway.
Eventually, you see, off in the distance, simple automatons that patrol this large cavernous section. Walls and old boxes, now rusted and set with moss, make it clear that these additions are newer than the room's original purpose. These are not creatures you will have to fight, as they are more just a horde of mooks you would have to swim through, or you can attempt to bypass them in some fashion.
Is it possible to sneak around them? I don't
Certainly.
want to engage with them. At all.
Certainly.
Hmm.
If you think that one of you individuals has the means to sneak around, or a way that you think you can do so well.
I am thinking and I am looking. Now, for the sake of reference, what is PD and MD also?
Instead of saving throws, the system has armor class, physical defense, and mental defense. Physical defense is basically all of your... It's reflex and fortitude rolled into one, and mental defense is just like will. So a fireball targets physical defense, an attack with a sword, AC, and mind fuckery attack, sure, MD.
Neat.
There are no well, there are saves, but they're like separate. They're used for ongoing effects.
And they
many
have difficulty levels.
Yes.
How many of these creatures are there?
There is quite a mass of them.
Enough that we probably don't want to fight.
Probably, unless we have something like area of effect.
I mean,
we
I
do
have
not.
a fireball, but I'm not using it.
Yeah, don't use it on these dummies.
Yeah, because that's a daily. Also, the feet. Okay, that's what those little dots are.
The dots are in fact your feet, yes, and in fact, when you have them properly selected, they show up in the box. It's great. Look at this. It's really good. Well done. It blows me out of the water how incredible the
that was
support
one
for
of the
this
updates
is.
that they told me about.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is some bonkers level support.
Oh my god, I just love this dumb little spell.
What is it?
This one. The description for it, I mean.
I love the names for some of these.
Wait, is this set up properly? ED. Oh, escalation die targets.
I like how this entire spell is just this.
Yeah, the actual execution is up to you. Like, you can flavor it however you like. The system doesn't give a shit. It does give you some inspiration as to how it might work. And unlike, I will say, I can't stop thinking about Righteous Brand. It is such a shit at will in terms of description. It's so verbose for no reason. Ugh. By the way, all of your spells are automatically presumed to be heightened to 5th level.
Oh,
Because I don't want to bother.
there's no cost for that.
The way that your spell progression in the system works already is you already start losing lower level slots. At this level, you would generally... Actually, if you were level 6, I think most of you would only have 5th level slots anyway, so...
Kind of neat.
And most spells heighten to all the way to 9th anyway.
I actually like this like as a concept idea thing, sort of, kind of. Like, how would I put it? It's you're strong enough that you can't really measure a weak strike in a sense. Like if you bonk somebody, you just bonk them real hard.
Where is you know what to do on all this? Oh, here it is. Oh, the target attacks itself. Oh, that's great. You know what to do, and they bonk themselves.
Yes, it's like you bonk yourself now.
You fools.
Yes.
All right. Well, you're dealing with a whole bunch of dudes. What are you gonna do with them? There are no.
I've been I've been planning to sneak around them, but I don't think I have anything that can help me sneak.
Hmm.
I might try to funnel them. Is maybe we could learn. Now, are they like smart in any way, or are they just
They're
literally dumbasses?
automatons.
They
Yeah.
are definitely mechanical in nature and are following strict
Is it
patterns.
if you can float? Can you float like over the edge so they rush you and fall down?
Well, we're not trying to. We don't have to necessarily fight them. We need to get around them.
If you were to fight them, there wouldn't be combat because it's not even a fight. It's just like how fast can you get rid of them after all the cuts they deal on you, Smorda.
Oh, in that sense, okay. Well, I've been thinking of just Zyla starts
So,
floating. I just kind of
what
push
kind
them
of
slightly
tasks
over
would
the
they?
edge. Hmm?
I'm not looking into destroying them. We just want to go past. What kind of tasks are they doing?
They mostly just seem to be observing the environment and making sure that no one is hiding in all the places. But the whole cycle takes a while.
Okay, so when
Gosh.
they're not looking at us, could I shoot magic missile into a wall and try to break something off to get their attention so we can slip by?
Hmm.
Because magic missile is an at will, so I can use that as many times as I need to in order to perform this task.
That sounds more than fair to me. That sounds to me like a dexterity check. And if you have an appropriate background, feel free to use that roll instead. When you click
I have
when you click a background roll, by the way, it asks you for what ability score you want to add. So don't worry, it's not +3 you're rolling. You're rolling +3 plus whatever, you know.
So would Sage work for that?
Certainly.
Awesome.
Now, I think cleaner would work better because what I'm trying to get you to do here is not to get noticed while you're casting a spell. Spells are not that subtle.
Holy
I
break,
haven't
I'll
been
be
on
back
my
in a
decks
sec.
for that.
God dang it, Omo.
I'm okay.
Met Omo komt alles weer goed. Doet doet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Dex would work. So, I mean, if cleaner would work, because I wasn't sure where to apply that. Yeah, apparently stuff I clean up doesn't get dirty for a day, so that's good for my glasses.
I don't know if you know about this, but Omo is in fact a cleaning brand here.
I think I may have seen it, but I forgot.
Doot doot.
Also, I did realize something.
What?
If I do a year in Mongolia or somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
I could actually just move to the Netherlands.
That sounds lovely.
There's a whole rule that if you make an independent business in the Netherlands as an American, you just need a certain amount of capital to get in, and it's not even a huge amount.
Well, if you need
That is,
any additional investment, I'm willing to put down some extra money. And
well,
hey,
this would be in the next year. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure my dad would be willing to put something in too if you think you can actually make it work.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what I could do for it, but like even like a freelance writing consultancy job would
Ooh.
be actually viable.
Well, we'll see how that goes when we get to it. So, how about you roll me that check? So click on cleaner.
Oh,
and then...
I was just waiting for the comment.
Nah, you can make your die roll without him.
Yeah, so it's cleaner and Dex.
Don't forget, yeah, you click the cleaner and then you select dexterity instead, and then it should automatically add your level. Don't worry, it's just taking the modifier because it's being dumb about it. All right.
Yeah, I
Okay.
already said that enough. I was just waiting for the combo to get back.
Yeah.
You managed to cast a spell, no subtlety. Luckily, magic missile automatically hits no matter what, because that's just how it works. It hits all intended targets, and this isn't 5e, where the spell says you can only attack creatures, and everyone goes no. Actually, I think the spell might say that. Yeah, but this is also a system. This is mostly just for like combat clarification. You can target whatever the fuck you feel like. So swoosh. Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
Yeah, the spell's not automatically heightened, as I imagined it would be. So I have to set all the spells to 5. Well, that's great. You can take care of this yourself. Just click a little checkbox with a pencil and go look at level. It's under the 4 drop-down menus. And just edit them all to be 5. That way,
Excuse me.
it properly shows you the better version of the spell you're casting. Alright, you can go take care of that. You target a distant object, namely one of those, what are they? Like underground usually have those pillars, right? And they hold up like a small set of beams, and up on those beams they put barrels and stuff. You know, one of those scaffoldings. They'll all crash down, creating an awful cacophony, and all the machines are... Ferrets are nuclear weapons. Great, thanks, Claire.
They're selling ferrets at the pet store near. Wait 1 sec. Ringo, they have ferrets at the pet store.
What?
We should get a ferret.
What?
My son Ringo, there's a pet store across the road, and they have ferrets.
Under the cacophony, you manage to make your way across. But it is rarely ever that easy, isn't it? As you slink and slide across,
That's true.
you find yourself coming face to face with the few automatons that seem to have hung back, or better said, they've gotten stuck. However,
Oh.
in their current position, they will almost certainly begin making noise or draw attention towards you, unless you do something quickly.
Is there a way to silence them, I wonder? Mm.
This it's a group of about 4 of them, and they like start loading their little, you know, those arm cannon bow things. They start loading those up to start pelting you with arrows.
Makes sense. Can I send my skeleton bro over there to try and break them before they make noise?
I'm going to issue a command.
What?
Sure, you can go for it. In that case, I think a strength check is appropriate from you because your skeleton doesn't have attribute scores. Monsters generally don't. It doesn't matter. I
Okay,
get to
fair enough.
improvise those numbers.
So just click the little. Wait, hold on. Yeah, the
If you
strength.
think you have any backgrounds that might be useful in this context, go for it.
In this context. Let me check something real quick.
You have 2.
Well, they are automatons, and I'm good at math and everything. Maybe I can find proper ways to strike them, to disassemble them as fast as possible.
No, I'm talking about your 2 backgrounds. The one on
Oh,
the
the
left.
2 paragraphs, the priest of the sun and the evil wizard. I'm not entirely sure these would be relevant.
All right, well then just roll me a strength check.
Yeah, okay. So just this, and then just normal, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm
Click.
gonna as your skeleton as your skeleton charges forward, you unfortunately find that he cannot quickly disassemble them quickly enough. They begin to make a clankety clank racket, and you are pelted, I say, with arrows. First, 1d3. Only 1 target is hit. Who is it going to be? Probably you, since you're the one making the most gestures here. And the skeleton's a skeleton, and these things don't seem to pay attention to them. Alright, well, time to see how this goes. It's d20 plus 10. What is your PD, Como? Your physical defense. At the top,
My
middle one.
PD is 19.
You are hit. You take 12 damage. There is no roll, just a lot of monsters and creatures are like, just set damage, because it doesn't really matter in the end. And it makes things easier. So just take 12. Bam, slap. You are hit with a barrage of arrows. In addition, you start to hear the other machines coming from behind you. What do you do?
Oh gosh. Right behind me.
I'm just gonna probably magic missile one of them, try to get out of the way.
1 second. 1 second.
Unfortunately, your magic missile can really only target one thing at a time. So there's a limit to how effective that is against a swarm of them.
I can choose 2 targets.
That's still not going to help against a small group of them.
How many were in this group that was in front of us?
Like 4-ish.
I don't really want to waste 4 salvo on.
Well, I do have an interesting thing, which is Death Gauntlet because it does ongoing damage.
Now, I don't
And
want to...
the description of it is actually.
I want you to think dramatically. What is another thing you could attempt? You could probably attempt to run away and hope that maybe down the road there's some feature that can help you with this.
Okay.
Or there's this. What's this? What's the roof of the cave above them look like?
What are you thinking? You know what? How about you roll me? I guess wisdom, and you can use your sage for this.
Oh, thank God that gets rid of some of my problems with
Because you quickly try to make an assessment as to whether or not this roof, whatever this mine is. This mine is not built. The room is too big for what the stone should be able to hold up. So you're pretty sure that if you cause enough of a disturbance on the ceiling, you could cause the whole thing to start getting unstable.
Oh.
Magic missile.
You know what? Roll me magic missile. Just for kicks. Just because I want you to. Phew, phew, phew. The missiles pelt the ceiling. They crack it loose. Rocks begin to fall all over the place. These simple machines become confused by the noise all around them, giving you the opportunity to slink out of here before things get too hairy.
Yes, let's. If. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
The sound of machines becomes ever more distant. Slowly but surely, the oppressive atmosphere grows, and then, in the distance, a large chamber. The floor is tiled, the walls have been carved with a variety of figures in a variety of poses. And at the end of this large hallway sits a massive, ruined archway. It surrounds a cloud of crackling, fuming malice. Within are screaming, roving spirits, inaudible from anything more than a few steps away. Dismantling or pushing past such a thing will take immense effort, but it will consume you and add you to its power. The air here smells foul, like very bad cooking, and
Uh-oh.
the air itself feels heavy and thick, filling your lungs with tar. How do you intend to bypass this obstacle?
Gosh. The air itself.
The air itself feels nasty, like thick smoke.
Hmm.
It's not going to hurt you or anything, but the gateway you're looking at doesn't look great.
Let me think.
How can I use magic missile to solve this one?
Okay, I use the fish. I will shoot each individual stench
Every
atom in the
particle.
air. Yes.
I will
would be
destroy the
silly.
particles.
Ugh, that would be silly. Hmm. I'm not sure. There's the gate.
You're telling me that two spellcasters can't figure out how to get rid of a magical door.
Gosh. Well, good.
If it's a magical door,
Come on, think big, think dramatic. You're grandiose heroes. Think like the
Grandiose.
movies. What would Gandalf pull out of his ass in this situation?
okay, he
Hmm.
would stare at the door for like 6 hours.
And then say
And then
melon.
And then the same melon he just opens because yes.
Unfortunately, he did it wrong, so a melon just appears at his feet.
Wait, hold on. Speaking
Because-
of,
What if I just use this?
I've been thinking of actually aging the door until it falls apart.
I can just summon my magical dude.
Unfortunately, you're well aware of the fact that most magical artifacts don't age fast enough. That will take you a while.
Oh. dang it.
While this is very endearing, the doorway's solidity is not what the problem is. It's the fact that it's filled with crackling, raw evil. You either have to endure it on the way through, or figure out some way to shut this thing down, or create an opening, or something else. Such a large runic archway certainly has many ways it can be bypassed, if not pushed through with effort.
Could I try
That's
to
cool.
analyze the runes with my sage?
Sage intelligence,
background?
please. You think very hard about what these runes may mean. Squint, squint, squint. These runes they're mostly keeping it in place, meaning that whatever the magic itself is sustaining itself perfectly fine. But if you were to break these runes, it'd probably fill the room, would explode outwards, which, maybe the dissipation of the energy, like spreading it out over a larger area, would make it less dangerous. It's unclear. You might also unleash an ancient evil into the world. Who knows?
Is the skeleton going to be affected by this?
No.
Oh, in that
You're almost
case,
certain
maybe
that your skeleton isn't affected by a wall that eats life force and seems to be filled with raw evil, since he's just a skeleton.
Maybe I can. Well, in that case, maybe I can command them to actually try and trigger this because it would have no effect on them.
We can step a little bit further back.
Yes.
Your skeleton
I'm
moves through
gonna
the
be
wall
like-
unimpeded. It isn't affected by this in any meaningful way, and it doesn't cause
At
the wall
all?
to stop or anything.
Oh, is there anything on the other side that the skeleton could see?
The passage simply continues.
Oh. There's no like off switch on the other side. Are the runes covering the other side of the doorway
course.
as well?
It's like double-sided glass.
Interesting. It would be impossible to age it. It would be probably impossible to break it. Can I smudge the runes, or are they like literally carved?
I mean, they're carved in, but
I'm gonna try.
Magic missile.
Oh my god!
unfortunately, a weak spell like an at-will spell like Magic Missile at your level isn't going to break apart a fine wall like this. I mean, you could probably carve through the wall in a few days if you wanted.
Yeah, that's gonna take a little too long.
You'd have very numb fingers by the end too.
Yeah, dude, I get numb fingers after a lot. It's like sleep on my hand a little too much.
Wait, there's a question.
Oh.
What kind of stone is it all on?
Why does this matter?
Because certain stones are affected by acids very well. I could shoot acid arrow and melt it.
Gosh, that is an idea, isn't it?
That is an idea.
If you the problem with tunneling around is that even if it responds well to acid, you're still dealing
Well,
with
no,
like
I'm not going tunneling around. I'm trying to break the rune.
Oh. I mean, if you want to break the rune, you could just use a hammer and chisel and add it. There's no need to
That works,
resort to big spells right off the gate.
Okay. How about we have the skelly bone, hammer and chisel those runes.
Yee.
All right.
'Cause that
All
way
right.
we're not there.
Well, I'll roll the commander strength for this because I think the skeleton knows what he's doing. You know what? Come on, how about you, Romy? What makes sense for removing this rune? What's the problem?
Well, really, dexterity probably.
Give me dexterity. As the skeleton tries to dismantle this rune without causing too much of a ruckus. Oh no, a ruckus is caused.
Oh no.
As the skeleton chips away.
Yes.
While he does succeed in disrupting it, a small sliver of it slides across the ground towards you.
Uh-oh. Is it possible to dodge it?
I'm going to roll a 1d3 and see which one of you poor losers gets affected by this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, it's Gumbo. It's you. Apparently, it's you
Magic
again.
missile.
You poor boy.
I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be in the back anyway. It's better.
I can do magic missile forever. I can do this. I also can't miss.
No, not that. But that's interesting to note. Uh-oh. 17 combo, what's your magic defense?
My magic defense is 21.
You avoid the worst of it. As it comes towards you, you'll throw up your hands and dislude the evil magic.
I was thinking of either casting one of the cantrips or just using the staff to kind of just bonk it over the head.
The pressure differential caused by the few cracked runes has caused the other side of the gateway to be easily crossed, allowing you to push on through and make your way further along.
Yes. Nice. Okay.
At this point, you've easily been walking for an hour or so, if not way more. It's hard to tell when you're underground how much time has truly passed. But now, you have reached a passage, and this is where the map...
It's almost like a choose your own adventure, actually, book kind of thing. I like it.
Oh, excuse me. Your tokens are not linked.
If you believe in free will, turn to page 21. If you don't believe in free will, turn to page 21.
If you believe that this book was entirely written to expose the reader to the author's incredibly deep-seated fetishes, please open the book.
What's the book? Yes. Wait, hold on.
Oh, are you doing the one sci-fi book that is absolute bullshit, and you want to get the good ending? Cheat.
Marvelous.
There actually is a sci-fi choose-your-own adventure where you cannot get the good ending.
Yeah, you know, you have to find out yourself, because that's the whole thing, is that you can only reach this by making your own path.
This is Kolgora. This is the Kolgora that I'm writing.
Barely. What is your fetish that fits in Kalgora?
A lot of them, actually. Lizards, undead, a little bit of BDSM, mind control, body horror.
Well, in that case, you almost certainly want whatever original plane-hopping empire there was to be mostly undead. Just like in Divinity or something.
It would be pretty interesting, yeah.
Okay, mix it up. Ham it up. Anyway, you should be able to see now.
Yee.
Am I right or am I right?
It is currently, well, completely black on my end. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there you go. I zoomed out a little bit. Still black. And it's also still paused.
Oh, I think I know why these tokens... They need to update their player token defaults. That's what they need to fucking do. Because player tokens do not come pre-equipped with... They don't come pre-equipped with vision.
Pat, pat. Pat, pat the skeleton. Pat, pat the snake. Pat, pat the wizard. Everybody gets pat, pats. See, this is why I want extra hands.
That's what Mage Hand is good for.
I am literally rotting alive.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's because you're, like, evil.
Yes.
It's the deal you made with death.
Yes.
It's like using the dark side. It actually just makes you old.
It makes you look like a prune.
I love that a positive combat modifier actually gets in the way.
Yes.
Also, real quick, did you know that Emperor Palpatine only has a name in Disney canon?
What?
What do you mean?
His first name was never given in legend.
What was his first name?
Sheev.
Oh, that.
Sheev Palpatine. But that first name was never, ever said in legends, so he only went by the Emperor Palpatine.
I am the Emperor.
I thought Emperor was his first name. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
just like how Count Dooku doesn't have a first name.
He doesn't?
No, apparently his the head of his family just assumes Dooku is their given name.
Wait, what? You mean your name is? Oh man.
Can you
Hope-
imagine Count Jimmy?
Count Jim Jams.
So, yeah, his name is Count Dooku. And that is it. That is his whole name.
More like Count
That is
Dukas.
Those Dukes. Stop bullying the guy who was one of the most fun characters.
You
Yeah,
mean
but
Count-
require them to start using the most CGI.
You mean Count
Yeah.
Dingus? Got him. All right. You've slinked your way down the passageway, and eventually, ahead of you start to appear wooden rail tracks. Well, the crossbeams are wooden. The actual rails are made of metal. They're old, but they are functional, and you could probably push your cart across. And eventually, the cave opens up into a large vertical shaft. Wooden structures and the sound of digging. Up ahead, you even see automatons, slowly but surely, moving around, digging at the walls, gathering their supplies, putting them in a cart, and then eventually, they'll push the cart upwards. There's much more lighting here, which is to say that a lot of crystals and other magical light sources illuminate the place, creating a nice even coat. You no longer need your special light, but you can keep it around if you want to.
I kind of like it.
The air here smells strange, a mixture of motor oil, dust, something that doesn't bathe as much as you should.
What's Bella doing here?
I
God
just recognized this.
dang it, Bella.
I just recognized this. This was from Tomb of Annihilation where we killed the dragon in one turn somehow.
Ah, yes, this is in fact the Wormhog Mine. Yes, thank you.
This is kind of cool. I recognize. I have memory. My memory actually works today. This is nice. Okay. Well, by the way, did those? I assume those automatons are also of the same make as the ones in the previous rooms, right?
They're similar enough.
Okay.
That's not a
So,
stretch.
were those creatures reacting to my minion, to the skeleton? Excuse me. Before.
Uh, they didn't seem to pay too much attention to your skeleton, though.
Yeah, because I sent them to attack. Excuse me, I sent the skeleton to attack them. They didn't really pay attention. And I've been thinking maybe I could use them. Use the skeleton to scout actually ahead of us, slightly forward. Now, when it is a minion, it's essentially like it has its own quote unquote intelligence. It just does things, or can I actually see through it? Sense through it.
Probably. I mean, it says that it doesn't. It's supposed to be like a loose servant. But I imagine that if you spend your turns as it were concentrating, you can probably fixate your eyes through its eyes.
Okay, well, in that case, I would like to essentially move it forward and scout ahead first for any danger, because I'm not very sneaky.
While your skeleton moves ahead, you eventually becomes, well, in general, aware of the fact that there are other creatures here that are not automatons that would almost certainly pay attention to the situation no matter what. So,
Okay.
this will work for this second, but, like, no long-term guarantees.
That's fair enough. I just, for the most part, I just want to send the skeleton out to count at least how many enemies we're dealing with.
Up above, there seems to be two more. There's like half a dozen maybe of those mechanical things. There's a large vulture-like creature standing up on the highest ledge, where you can even see like a glimmer of some sort of daylight shimmering through.
Oh,
So you're close to the surface/exit.
makes sense. Is it possible to get to catch these things that are like? Are they just standing around, or are they actually moving around?
They are moving around. They're performing activities. Their tokens are where they are.
So, is the commander strong at physical attacks? Maybe they can help like disassemble them quickly. Maybe
I
even
mean-
without everybody else noticing. Because there is some running water, like a waterfall and everything. There's enough noise to cover it up, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the waterfall because it's like a feature you don't immediately. It's a feature that gets covered up a lot by how the map's designed.
Mhm.
But yes,
So
there is
there's
indeed a
some-
waterfall right next to where you are. So there's plenty of fog and sound to cover it up. Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to suggest to send the commander out to bonk these things with a skeleton. At least this one, the one that's here. Make our life a little bit easier.
The commander isn't particularly good at sneaking around things, but he can give it a go.
Yes.
Heck,
Okay.
I can join in and I can magic missile it with them to make sure it dies more.
Yeah, and before it completely dies, I would like to get some hit points back and just.
Well, it's an
Use this
automaton.
buster.
Can you steal life force from something that's not?
Can I?
Does it specify?
Let me check. Beep, beep, beep.
It just
That's
says an
no.
enemy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can. I mean, I imagine that you're just sucking out the magical energies at that point.
Probably. Yeah.
If it's a robot, you'd probably be in trouble. But these are magical constructs. When the commander drops down on the ground, he makes a little
Yes.
too much noise, and the machine suddenly goes.
Oh no.
And you suddenly have to contend with battle.
Oh dang it. Fair enough.
Necromancer. As mentioned, the combat in the system is who fucking cares. As long as you
That's so funny. Go ahead.
movement is who fucking cares. Basically, you can be wherever you want to be, as long as it's within reason. You're either nearby, which means that anyone can take a single move action to move up to you and engage you, or it can be far away, where they have to spend 2 to move up to you. But for the most part, you're going to be nearby the fight, since this is a relatively cramped mine.
Okay, so let me just check something. Does Death Knell have a range specifically? Oops, I didn't mean to roll it again. As a quick action, you could drop a nearby enemy, so I have to be pretty close. Okay.
So you have to be
in that-
within nearby, yes.
yeah, in that case, I'm moving up with the skeleton and helping the commander bonk this bastard up, and then probably running up the stairs, excuse me, up the rails over here.
The skeleton will
bunking the next one.
scoot over and make his attack.
Yes. Holy shit.
Pathetic flailing.
Oh, well, this doesn't have damage application. Gotcha. Well, that'll come.
It still does 8 damage, and you can actually click it.
Okay, so that's
It
your
actually
skeleton.
unfolds it.
That's your skeleton's turn. Yeah, it does tell you all the information, but it doesn't let me apply it. Oh, I have to right-click it. I have to right-click it, but it still works.
Yes, applies damage, applies half damage, double, triple, healing.
Come on,
10
your
plus
turn. What does it look
heavy.
like? What do you do with your actual action?
My turn. I'm gonna move up behind the commander, behind their big strong back, and then I'm gonna be preparing to cast the death knell on this thing, so I can finish it off and actually restore some of the hit points I lost.
Come on, it's a quick action. You can have that in your back pocket.
Oh, in that case, it's gonna be the other cantrip then, which is the chant of endings. I think nearby enemy with the fewest hit points, which is that. Yes. Yes.
Your voice. How does your chant of endings happen? Do you create like a resonance in the air or what?
I probably say something extremely ridiculous to the point where it confuses them and breaks them.
You create a logic loop in its brain.
This statement is false.
No, it's baby's first paradox.
Super duper big penis peepus, and it dies.
Penis music. Play, Alexa, play penis music.
Yes. You're still alive? Well, that's being revised.
I think staggered is just a bloodied condition now that I think about it. It's not an actual condition
What?
condition.
That was a holy shit 21 negative energy damage.
We'll take a wait, come on.
What?
Come on, you idiot. I told you to increase all your
Oh.
spells to 5th level.
Here it is. Here's what Kamo just did.
35.
Yes.
Come on,
Wait,
you're strong boys. Did you really think you don't do good damage?
I thought I didn't.
Okay, so after this,
Yes.
you can do this on people with 15 hit points or less. So you can totally use this on this guy right now because he's 7 hit points left.
The death knell, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's roll it. Also, do I need to target it or is it fun? Like I
No,
don't
this
have to-
just automatically kills him.
Okay, no. I mean, like when I'm casting something, do I need to like target?
I don't think it works like that yet, but you can give it a go. I haven't tried it yet. You
Alright, cool.
you hold out your hand and crush from it the life force that animates it, and you regain 15 hit points.
Holy shit! I like that. It
Oh.
doesn't go over the maximum, right?
These are just normal hit points.
Okay.
Right click and apply healing. That's good, pretty good. All right. The other mechanical thug barrels down the rails.
It's right next to me.
He holds a large barbed pickaxe. It says barbed spear. Shh. Limitations that I don't care about. Come, what's your armor class?
My AC is 19. It hits.
Ooh.
Ow!
Is it a natural 16 plus? Nope. So it just hits you for 20. Let me apply
Yes.
that for you.
Yes. Thank
You are-
you.
The racket is causing some ruckus up above. The wizard. Boop. Move as you wish. Do as you please.
The game is paused.
Excuse me. I forgot about that.
So I'm gonna move over here because I'm a wizard. I don't want to get too close.
Hotted
That's-
boobs head.
It's big ones.
Oh. biggest dickus.
And so on escalation die 1.
But
No, 0.
it's 0. It goes up every round, and it's no rounds have passed yet.
0 odd or even?
If you're talking about cyclic, it specifically excludes 0.
Okay. So, the magic missile. Actually, I might, because this one is right there, and I want to give Commodus healing.
What? Why are you
Why
rolling?
roll a hard save?
I don't know. I think I might have clicked
I
something.
didn't even click that.
Might have been me.
I'll just shoot acid arrow at it.
Before you do that, make sure that it's level 5.
I have been leveling up all my spells.
Excellent. Well, then throw an acid arrow out there. Man, there's so many numbers.
25.
Tip to whoever makes this stuff: maybe remove the lower level versions from things and only have like the one that's actually present. Oh well, that's a solid blow. Oof. I have underestimated how oomphy you are. 50 hit points gone in a splash.
And if it's close enough to dying, then Como can get his health points back.
It now takes ongoing damage. I don't think I have any numbers that can help me with that. Let's see. Is there anything that can help with that? Probably not.
And now all of my spells are level 5.
There we go. Well, that's it. I think that's at the end of its next turn. So, for now, it's actually fine. It's just gonna melt away soon.
Now,
yes.
the little death knell. You said it is a quick action. Am I capable of using it right now?
No. You still
Or
your quick action
it
gets
has
back
to be
at.
on my turn.
You need to be your turn. Yes, you can ready it as a quick action if you want to, but
It's like a reaction thing. Okay, gotcha.
the commander jumps up.
Oh, the commander may as well wait.
Fine, he'll wait. Necromancer. Excuse me. First, all these goons.
Yeah.
Come on, go.
Yes, I would like to use death knell on this dummy because it just got hit really hard, and I need my hit points back. And I am targeting them, but I don't think it actually does anything.
Well, you can heal yourself for 8 hit points.
Yes. 8.
I mean, it wouldn't do anything because it doesn't have an attack roll. You just instantly destroy whatever meets the criteria.
Yes.
You recover from your staggered state. However, you begin to hear noises from up above.
Oh.
You still have a standard action. You see a green, scaly creature wearing this black leather equipment lean over the edge, and he starts to, like, puff up his cheeks as if he's going to spit a loogie down at you.
If he's gonna do that, I'm gonna hit him with something nasty.
Well,
oh shit, it's nearby, unfortunately. Hold on. Yes! Rave off enfeeblement! Aim for his face. Or mouth, I suppose.
give him the goods.
Yes.
Oh no.
Well, I was targeting the wrong thing. Oh, it actually keeps track of it, huh? Cool.
Unfortunately, the irony is that a 2 would have hit him because his PD is 16. Really?
Dang it.
Oh, I guess he is an archer. He's not supposed to get into too many fights.
Yes.
So it's a level 3. I completely forgot. I built these according to the rules of this encounter, so I'm surprised things are going so smoothly. But hey, the rules are nice. Anyway, you missed.
Yes. Dang it. Fine. And I'm going to jump down and hide behind one of the supporting pillars.
Anyway.
And I suppose I'm going to send the skeleton up there. So that's going to be going like up these stairs and then waiting like your life ends 30 minutes from now. Wait, the skeleton just disappeared. Ow, because it's the other level. Okay, good guy.
You're
can
going
see
to
that?
die in 5 minutes.
Seeing you cast a spell at him, he goes right at you.
Oh, no.
Versus your physical defense. The little
My
wooden
physical-
wall you were hiding behind begins to melt and sweat away.
It's 19. So, missed by 1.
Marvelous. Mechanical Thug 11 activated.
You pronounce it as mechanical fuck, I think, but it's thug.
Oh, he said that.
Well.
Another fine gentleman leans over the edge and goes, ooh.
Uh-oh.
Big scaly. Yep. Luckily,
Miss!
the commander is a tough boy. He can take it. He can stand there and take it. Okay, wizard. There are 2 individuals upstairs leaning over. You can see them because of the skeleton's vision.
Fireball.
Fair enough. Give me
But
fireball.
You do realize this stuff is going to start falling down on us.
That's why I'm over here.
But go ahead and show everyone how Fireball works, because it doesn't work the way you think it does.
Holy shit!
So a fun thing about Fireball, I think it's rolling for like all those individual attacks, which is cute. Oh, additional enemies too. If you want to, I guess you can hit the robot too, but
Sure.
your ally, your commander will also have to worry about that. Ooh, I don't know what's with my side, but it's acting up.
Do you want to hit the commander too?
Commander can take it.
I'm losing my absolute shit that the champion feat says casting recklessly increases the number from 3 to 3.
Yeah.
It's because it
I'm
rolls.
sure what that's supposed to mean.
This is dumb.
It's supposed to be D4 versus D3. So your odds of recklessly being better is a little higher. You know, written down, it makes more sense because it's just the D1D, but it's for some reason treats them as rolls. It's dumb. Anyway, the boys upstairs are instantly incinerated by your 44 fire damage. Their whole platform becomes becomes ash and wood and burning and falls and crumbles down. The robot too takes an immense amount of damage. Oh, whoa, oh. Kaboom! Cool. And the commander, yes, I forgot about him. Commander, unfortunately, Sal rolled very good today.
Dang it.
And then the commander's turn comes. Alright, Commander, I don't want to have to keep track of all your stupid frickin'... I would have been glad to play the monk because then I don't have to keep track of command points. You know what, let's outmaneuver. Let's build up some of those command points. He gains 1 command point. Darling. Those will come in useful later. It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
That was yes.
Weigh the odds. No, that's not useful right now. Never say die. Forceful command. No, we hit him with a melee! Unfortunately, he misses. He's too anguished by all this fire. Blinded! Just briefly enough. Oh, no, it's not that. Stop that. I want to click him. This one is going to go under the bridge and appears directly adjacent to Como, charging into battle.
Yes.
A little naughty spellboy comes out. I'm a naughty spellboy. Ho ho ho!
Devourer of Wizards. Don't threaten me with a good time.
It sees a wizard. He we must devour. I love this. Because technically you're unaffected if you don't have the high wizard as one of your... Oh, you do? Excellent. In that case, he's going to add +2 to all of his attacks. Which I think your rolls do automatically, by the way.
It's a high wizard?
The Archmage.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to use on your brain Psychic Freeze.
Rebuke.
Rebuke is not a reaction.
Trigger.
Once-
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Psychic Freeze. Oh, this hits multiple people against 1d3 nearby enemies. Well, in that case, we'll just say that he kind of walks up here because I need to make this work. He aims at all of you! Oh, no, wait. 2. Excuse me. In that case, he'll aim at the Necromancer and at you, wizard. Both of you fail your checks. You both take 40 psychic damage.
Dang it. That would actually bring me down.
Fools. Fools!
So, how death works in this?
Thank you for asking. Oh, it just makes you dead? That's not how that works. It really doesn't seem to tell the difference between players and NPCs.
Yeah, because they're death saves.
There are death saves. In fact, let me read them to you. So I looked them up. Like a true games GM master. Death saves. Death, dying. By the way, one important thing you might want to know. Once during combat, you can always do a rally where you... I think it's a standard action or a move action or something like that, and you can just go... and spend a recovery to... There we go, staggered. Staggered.
Oh, you can do recovery once per battle.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Where is it located? Because I think it's important for you to know. Rallying, here you go. Once per battle, you can use a standard action to rally. So if you like it a bit of pitch, go. Okay, here we go. You're down to 0 points. You fall unconscious, can't take any actions, but you do get to make death saves.
Oh.
Keep track of how far below 0 you are. If you are half, you also die. Healing when you're down. If you're able to use one of your recoveries or otherwise get healed while you're downing, ignore your current negative hit point values, aka the 5e rules. I like how it keeps both. Sure. Make death saves while down. I guess it's because negative additions is hard. At the start of your turn, you roll a d20 for death. If you roll a 16 and up, you get a recovery towards consciousness. If less, you get one step towards the grave. A natural 20,
Yes.
you can take your actions normal during this turn, but you have to tell everyone what inspired or caused your heroic to return. In addition, if you have a healing potion, you can just slap it in your mouth and go gug. It even says so at the bottom. Healing potions are great. Feeding a dying character healing potion always takes a standard action. It also always lets them use a recovery and gets them on their feet. But the character feeding their potion doesn't get a chance of rolling high and getting away with only burning a quick action on their turn. So yeah.
Gosh.
He laughs and giggles. Giggles, I say, at how much fun he's having. Woo. Como.
Yes.
Roll me. That's sexy death save.
Let's do it. No!
Well, luckily you only hit the magical number. The mechanical flap goes. Oh no. Why is your armor class like 2 lower? What happened to you, sir? Suddenly it went down, and I don't know why, and I can't figure out. Oh wait, I forgot to roll for this guy, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Why is your armor class 2 lower? It should be 3 plus the middle. It's already 18. Yeah, that should be 21. I don't know. He just decides that he doesn't have that right now. Why are you like this? You goofball, what's up with you today? Doesn't really affect the situation. He still hits for a bunch. Is it a 16 up? No. See, I think that if you're going to do it like this, this system has a lot of die roll related tomfoolery. Don't do it like that if that's the case. I feel there's a lot of niggly bits in there adding up. Wizard.
Okay, everybody, time to die.
Yes.
Time to throw out a big spell.
7.
7.
7 bolts. And I can target the same creature more than once.
Holy shit.
So I have to hit all of them. And then I hit the Raksha 3 times.
Sure. Do you have
35 per bolt.
All right. I'll believe you this time.
Says
Unfortunately, I think the way it works is that you just aim at this. The way it works is you create a certain amount of bolts, and then you shoot at people, like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But you can't target the same one twice. The idea is that with this one, you can effectively re-roll. You can attempt again, but you're still going to only target one at a time. So, okay, cool. We'll just go for it. I think you're supposed to roll individually, but it doesn't do that nicely, so we'll just roll it from here.
Holy crap.
The ghoul is destroyed by this potent... no, the ghoul is destroyed by this potent force salvo. Let me just remove these tokens from the board. And then the Devour... However, the
Zala
Devour...
found a machine gun.
Also-
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Can I do that rally you mentioned?
That's a standard action, as is your spell.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you'd said move or standard.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. The commander will hop on down. And dunk into your mouth, Como, a healing potion.
Yes, thank you.
Click recovery under your recoveries and click that. And then add to that an extra 10.
Coverage just this one.
Under
hold on.
recoveries, yes. It's next to your
Yeah,
defenses.
it says normal, free, potion. Just normal?
Potion, just click normal.
Normal, okay. 11.
And then add another 10, 21.
Yes. So it doesn't go below 0 technically, right? Or should it? Because I was at minus 12.
Then I literally just read that you ignore the negative number when healing.
Ah.
The Rakshasa finds himself in a bit of a pickle. Because his range attack doesn't really work without attack of opportunity provocation. And he doesn't like how this guy's got a big fat hand. Well then.
Oh.
Hold firm, my good friend. Unfortunately, he also has terrible claws!
Oh no.
Swipe. 16 damage, and he's also hampered. Get
Can
him a
only
hamper.
take normal actions next turn.
He can only take basics, but he doesn't care. He's got one hell of an arm. Necromancer, you slowly rise up.
Well, yeah. It's
By the way, your skeleton should
character
have been doing
appropriate.
things during all. Oh, yeah, he's up there. What was your skeleton doing during all this?
Because
Well,
one of those guys, I exploded.
Yeah. So what does he do
Yeah.
afterwards?
If those guys are exploded, then he's probably going to be going down and then trying to chase this idiot on back.
Well, we'll give him a free turn of pathetic
Yes.
flailing at this guy.
Yes, donkey punch him.
Pathetic it may be, but he is remarkably accurate.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
now you both get your turn again. What do you do?
Yes. Well, first of all, the skeleton is going to try to hit him once again. Then, holy shit,
Critical.
critical.
I don't even know if criticals are a thing
No.
in this game.
I
They
like
are.
this color.
I think it's very nice. Critical
it's
hits.
still- Mhm.
Every attack roll on a natural 20 is a crit. Double damage.
Oh, that's why he rolled it 4 times. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, then my attack is going to be the, let's see, Chant of Endings again against this dummy. Untarget everybody. Target this dummy. It's like you thought I would die, but no, it is you who's going to be doing the dying. Holy shit.
You are going to die to death.
Yes. And then I would like to use the death now to get some of the hit points back. I actually like this build. It's like I don't have a lot of hit points, but I
He
actually
does not
can
have
heal.
enough. He does not have. He has like a bajillion hit points left. Good luck.
Oh, so it wouldn't even be a thing. Okay, fair enough.
The commander requests that you wait a moment, wizard. There's something he wants to do.
So I can delay my turn until after.
Yes, because he wants to
Okay.
use a special cool command power that he has.
I'll let him go first then.
Finish this. Wait, can you use that yet? Is the command die 3+? Yeah! He points at the Rakshasha. Whoosh. Finish this. What this means is that the crit range is now, I think, 16 to 20. So if you roll a 16 and up, because he spends all of his command points on this. Wait, he can't because he's hampered. I forgot. He needs to roll save afterwards. We'll figure about that. Excuse me. Don't worry about it. But he'll soften him up for you.
Nice roll.
He still gets those command points, which is the funny part. So he's 5 now. That's nice. All right, you can take a turn, wizard. He thought he had something, but he's like, I can't do this. I'm a little baby.
Let's see. Three, so it's uneven. So that's annoying.
You can only make basic attack. So hampered. The problem I have is it doesn't say if it's like you can only make basic attacks in action, or if you can't make, like, if you can still use like offhand things. I don't know.
Well, let's see how this guy likes being hampered with rebuke.
Hampered. Target is hampered. Hampered. Okay, flexible
Hey,
attacks.
takes 10 seconds.
Okay, just making sure. All right, well, let's take a look. See, what are you casting? Rebuke. Unfortunately, the turn is uneven.
Yeah, so I have to. So it takes my one use of it per battle, but I can use it at will next turn.
Okay, well, he has the hit points for it. Let's take a look. See, what does this do? Target is hampered. I guess that also stops his magical ability, so he only gets 1 attack. Whoop.
Hey, it takes 10 psychic damage.
Oh, the funny part is it does actually retrieve the MD. It just doesn't try to. That's so dumb.
Yeah,
Natural-
it doesn't automatically assign it, it just tells you.
This is a very awkwardly set up. Like, it's very sophisticated, but somehow stupid in the weirdest ways. Okay, well, he's hampered. He can't do any of his fun stuff now. Wah. He doesn't like this. He goes out with claws. You fool.
No, he criticaled.
Uh-oh.
It's still not enough to take down the commander.
It is because he does double.
Oh, yeah.
Flat damage. The commander
Dang
goes.
it.
We'll get him back in a bit.
Necromancer, go!
Yes. Well, the skeleton is going to bonk him over the head once again. Is it possible for me to rush up to the commander and do the same thing that he did for me?
Certainly.
Oh no, it's a 1! I want to revive him with a potion.
Do it.
I'm gonna move over here. Yes, and I'm gonna use a potion, and for that, I'm gonna hold on. I have one on me. Inventory. Click clack. Wait, hold on. I want to show you if it's working.
Oh, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, because I'm clicking on it. I think it just pulls up like a
Yeah, because
description.
oh, why is it not 0? Champion. In that case, wizard.
Let's see. I only have 2 cyclical spells. That's kind of
Yeah.
well, since it's the right cycle, rebuke.
Marvelous. Why did you use rebuke? So it's once per battle. You already exhausted it for the battle.
Oh, it's an or. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you could do both.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to pick something else on him.
Let's go with magic missile.
Marvelous. Well, the commander died, so we're going to say that Hampered went away during all that. Finish this, please. There you go. Your cartridge is now 16 and up. Anything else you would like to throw out there? Well, of course he's going to try and outmaneuver, because why not? Here you go. Get a command point. Goes down to 2, goes up to 3. Alright. And then, give him the old melee swing. 7. Oh, you hit. That's all that matters. Pow!
Holy crap.
Rakshasha gets mad. He swings! Wait, first, I forgot he needs to roll a save to see if he gets to even do anything. Nope. He did not make his save, so he's still hampered by this annoying spell, but he slaps the minion for 15 damage.
Oh no!
Your skeleton's bones are rattled. Necromancer is still standing, though. Careful! Careful!
Yes. Well, I want to finish it off with something really cool. And so for that, I am going to use this spell.
That seems like a waste.
Come on!
What?
Sure want to spend that?
Well, you did say we're going to get some rests in between. So
Yeah, but this is still daily.
Well, screw it. Chant of Endings then. The standard cantrip, because it does a lot of damage. So in that case, it's going to be this one. Holy shit.
That's a
Yeah.
9.
That's the one?
A 9. Man, Wait. Is that doing the math? Oh, yeah, because the escalation die is 5. What? I'm thinking. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I think it's wrapping the escalation die. Okay, so it's 6 from your intelligence, then it's 5 from your level, 5 from the... Okay. Well, that makes sense. The escalation die really makes the difference. Don't underestimate your standard features, good sir. Well, unfortunately, the
Can you
wizard...
eat his soul?
No, not yet. He's at 36.
Okay. So, and then the
Well,
skeleton
if I
is
do
going
enough damage.
to bonk him. The skeleton is also there. And I think they can actually do the attack, so please do it. Get him. Get him.
Don't forget this, by the way. Come on.
You can see in the creature. Yeah, but this one is... Wait, hold on. Is this the spell or like a feat or... One moment. That's cool.
This is a battle spell you have. You can choose a guy, and if they are the next one to go down, then you get a free recovery.
Then a free recovery. Wow. Okay. All right. But it's not my turn, so I can't use it yet.
Wizard. Don't forget, you can also just make a basic range attack if you want to fully exploit that.
Yeah, I was going to do that because...
But what about the skeleton?
Skeleton can go for it.
Yeah. Bonk him.
The skeleton rolls a critical.
Oh?
Meaning that the wizard just has to hit to make to get that kill. Because you roll dice equal to your level. So, like, wizard does nuts damage with a bow, for surprisingly.
Where are my basic attacks? Where is my basic attack? Oh, there it is.
Higher up. It's under your features. It's a crit.
Nice.
Nice. The fight is over. The Rakshasa lay dead at your feet, as do its many minions. There's an odd silence in the room, yet also muttering up above. Now might be a good time to find some cover.
Yes. Now, since it just died from that attack, I assume I don't get to use the death knell.
No.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to return underneath the with the skeleton also, and with the commander potentially if possible under the railing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go join them.
Yeah, because we need to heal up a little bit.
For a brief moment, there's a loud flapping of large wings. A creature flies overhead, but it is best not to peek out during such moments. Soon enough, you are left with the quiet once more, and you have time to take a break.
Holy moly, that was brutal and kind of neat. I like that.
I killed like 10 enemies.
I think I forgot one important thing, which is how mooks work.
Oh?
But to be fair, the system doesn't make it apparent what they are. So the way mooks work, mooks are basically, they are super weak against AoE because mook damage overflows into other mooks.
Oh.
So if you shoot 2 mooks for, let's say, 60 damage each, and there's a third mook over there, that mook takes 20. Like those two, they're destroyed in 50, and then the extra overflow 10 goes to the other guy. So the system does say, yes, Fireball, really good against mooks. But that's the fun of it. I love that it's just so brazen about it. Like, yeah, sure. That's the point. I like it a lot. I think a lot of people should play this game, if only on one important level, and that's that it teaches you as a GM to stop having a stick up your ass. Because it straight up tells you, yeah, your players are going to fucking beat these guys to shit, and there's nothing you can do. And that's the fun of it. Here we go. It's even more likely that a spell that targets several mooks will end up blowing away mooks who weren't even originally in the target zone, since each mook will take their medicine separately. That's as it should be. It's the best thing a wizard can manage with a fireball, to blow away all the mooks in a battle. That's A, awesome, and B, a fair chunk of damage that the real monsters don't have to suffer. And for other characters, sometimes you deal a ton of damage to a melee Dark Soul mook and end up killing mooks that aren't engaged with you. The GM should take pains to allow you all the kills you get, letting you narrate attacks that cleave multiple foes, sudden leaps, whirlwind of blows, and mooks that faint or turn and run.
Whatever makes sure they get pretty cool.
Yeah, the system is like, hey, listen, have fun.
Let the players have fun. Yeah, exactly. See, man, and every time I hear something like this, I keep thinking back to Flint and Opti and the way they ran games. Ugh.
Anyway, since this was about 3 separate fights, and, you know, we're all learning, you can take a full heal up if you want to.
Oh, hell. So basically we get all of our hit points back?
Everything comes back.
Oh, that's good. Spells.
Where would I click that?
Now, since you're now actually playing the game, I will allow you to set up your spells on your own if you wish. Zyla, you have, at your level, Jesus Christ, you have 9 spell slots you can spend how you want. Wait, what? Oh, I've severely underspent your spell slots. Whoops.
Safi Baffy, how do I do the recoveries? The full heal up, excuse me.
On the bottom section. Not the top ribbon, but like the middle section where your powers are at the top of that, above where your powers and inventory tabs
full
are.
Heal up. Yeah! Nice.
So Zyla, you should have 9 slots. Normally, you would have 1 first level, 4 third levels, and 4 fifth levels. But we're playing it fast and loose, so just give yourself 9 fifth level slots. I did not know you had that many. Whoops.
So, when you say you give myself more slots, that means I can just give myself more spells, or?
Those aren't
the same type?
9 slots. I did actually give you enough. Are utilities counted under that? I mean, you can give yourself multiple of the same spell if you want. Hell, you can take some other spells too. Now that I think about it. Hey, you want to take Confusion, Shield, Shocking Grasp? If you want to import those, at the top there's a blue section under the tabs where it's like import, and you can just import some cool wizard spells that you're like, hey, I want that one. Like you go up there and you're like, you know, do what you like.
I'm actually quite satisfied with the selection that I have. It's kind of thematic and neat.
I thought about it just for you.
Thank you.
You do not get 9 slots. As a necromancer, I think you get 7.
Yeah, I think so.
At your current level, you should have 7 slots. They can be any organization you like. Your slots include your dailies and battles.
So I need to choose 7 of these. So 1,
You
2,
can pick
3,
one multiple
4,
times if
5,
you want.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 in total, and I can pick some of them. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, I gave you some extra so that you had a small selection of fun stuff.
Okie dokie. I want to keep the summon wraith. I don't think I'm gonna be persuading anyone to slap themselves on the head, so I'm gonna put this at 0 for now. So no, you know what to do is gonna be 0, and that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to remove 2 more.
You sure you want to hold on to hold portal, Sila?
I was gonna get rid of it.
I'm actually going to see, do those actually take your slots? Let's see, utility spells.
This one is AoE. I want to keep that.
Oh, this is the Necromancer. That's the wrong one. Utility spell.
There. This is neat, but it's only 1 creature, and it has to be below 50 hit points, which is, well, pretty much no one. So get rid of this one too. Holy Blast. Okay.
Oh! Okay, this doesn't work the way I
Hmm.
thought it did.
What?
Here we go. For example, if you memorize utility slots, the utility spell slot at 3rd level, you can cast one of the following 6 spells at 3rd levels as a standard action. You basically get all utility spells according to the spell slot you sacrifice. Here's the menu as you have available to you. It's quite a few. This is way more generous than I thought it was.
So I actually do have a couple open slots.
So yeah, you only need to have 1 whole portal to technically also have levitate because it's shared.
Awesome, so I can get another spell.
Yeah.
Teleport shield. Oh, that is kind of cool. Teleport the enemy somewhere you can see. You can place them in combat with one of your allies, but you can't place them in a dangerous location. It's defensive.
Here we go.
Press a battle once per turn. When an enemy moves to engage you, you can make the attack. You can always try to teleport something. That's kind of neat. Crescendo.
Oh, that's a cool lizard also that you sent.
46 plus attack bonus, thunder damage, and the opponent pops free from you.
But which is this?
Crescendo.
That's a cool
Wait.
fucking name for a spell, though.
Wait, hold on. Is this
Yeah,
B? Is this B from Night in the Woods?
Oh, excuse me. That's
So yeah, basically,
yes.
the enemy is engaged, attacking me at close range. I can create a thunderclap around myself to blow them away from me.
yeah. It's also a cute at will. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. You can even choose multiple targets. So if you're surrounded, you can clap them.
Yeah, it's everything around me just gets pushed back.
Neat.
Popping free, by the way, means that they disengage.
Yeah, it's like they have to take a step away from me.
In case you were at all thinking about that.
Next fight we get into, I'm gonna do some summons. It's gonna be neat.
I'm gonna take as an offensive cantrip that gives me a little bit more flexibility. I'm gonna take Ray of Frost.
The Ray of Chills.
And I'm going to get rid of Hold Portal, which is not a utility spell, but I just don't think it's that useful.
I mean, as I mentioned, utility slots are their own thing. So if you have 1 utility slot, you can cast any utility spell of that slot level or lower.
So I don't need to get rid of it.
Basically, while your combat spells are pre-prepared, this is more like flexible casting. You cast them at that level, so you get the upgraded version of Featherfall in the lot. Ray of Frost, what is Dazed? Oh, no, that's the adventure version. Well, still nice thing.
Which we would have adventure version.
On a
No, the
completely
adventure
unrelated note, someone pinged me with this because it's fucking hilarious. Shitpostbot is going insane today.
When you're done with importing, by the way, don't forget to click the submit button to actually have it apply.
Yeah, I'm just looking through them right now.
I have my selection of spells.
Oh my god, that's fucking... What's wrong with you, Shitpostbot?
I know, right?
Yeah, it's... I have the adventure feat.
No, Sila.
Crazy.
Adventure feats are spent specifically on certain spells.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Ugh. All right, well...
Or if you get Lightning Bolt.
sure can.
The Ray of
Oh.
Frost, I think, is good because it's a cantrip, so I can keep using it.
Yeah.
So what was that thing flying overhead? Could we try to guess what it was?
I mean, if you wanted to poke out, you'd have to roll for stealth to stay hidden, since, you know, it would probably see you if you decide to take a look.
Fair enough. I'm not very stealthy, so I'll probably no.
Also, what is nearby defined as?
You know what? Let me just read it from the glossary.
I think nearby is just that. Remember how you can approach in one turn? That's the nearby.
Uno momento.
Yeah.
Nearby.
Perfect.
By default, all participants in a battle are nearby one another. That means that they can get to each other within a move action if they can navigate any obstacles in the way. If there's a reason for somebody to further about, they are far away. Far away.
Okay.
Here we go. Distance enough from battle that you won't get caught in fireballs that hit the front rank. Also, enemies must spend a round closing on you before they can attack you. The opposite of nearby. This is separate from being engaged.
Well, I'm
Marvelous. We can leave it here for today, or we can go on a little bit more if you want to. Take a look around.
I think we might call it good today because I didn't get enough sleep last night. But it was fun. It was a
Nice.
fun exploration into this new system.
I'm down to keep going, but if Zala's calling it night, then I'm gonna call it night too. Shafi.
Also, I need to go out with Ringo and get some stuff because I'm cooking dinner tonight.
Sure.
Don't forget to buy a ferret or like a dozen.
I'm gonna. They had 4 ferrets. They probably still have at least 3 of them. And you'll get a giant cage and get 3 ferrets. We need 3 baits.
Zoinks.
We need to make Claire look at her ferret and be like, I want more.
Soinky Wankies.
Let me show you something ridiculous then, because it's just funny. Because it's Metal Gear, and it's by default just funny.
Metal Gear is inherently fun.
Yes, here, it's dumb.
What's all this then? Oh no. Holy shit.
I know, right? And then they got this comment. Doctor, disable my slur inhibitors.
No. He's gonna need all the slurs for that one.
Yes.
His dick literally exploded. That's a nice argument, senators. How did you back it up with a source?
I mean,
Sources I
my
made it
source
the
is that I
fuck
made it the fuck up.
Wait,
Yeah,
have you not
it's
seen
so
this
funny.
video?
I have.
Oh my god, I love that video.
It's so dumb.
The incorrect summary of Metal Gear Rising, which is somehow still accurate.
Totally accurate to the movie.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
just
like-
abridged. It's just abridged.
Also,
yeah,
I,
and
not-
Rising is so stupid, you can't really get it that wrong.
okay.
I think
Now-
there's a specific rule that. Oh, sorry for talking over. Go
No,
ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm looking.
No,
something up anyway.
what I wanted to say is that,
He says he's looking something up.
I meant there is some sort of rule that says if something is stupid enough, you can't parody it, because people will just assume it's true. And like, if you start parodying Metal Gear, you can't tell if it actually is.
It's basically a corollary to the Poe's law, where it's impossible to tell some legitimate insanity from parody.
Yes. Also have some
God,
cool
I-
transformation stuff.
By the
That
way,
fucking Rising video just made me happy. But yes, Zeph.
oh, I mean, look at all these nice dragons. That's nice. You haven't used. Please, dear, you haven't touched your relationships, your icons.
I haven't had a chance to.
So, what it has here is like a short thing. Is you can get secret information, important information. You can get flashbacks for all kinds of fun stuff, story guidance. But you can also just have magic items you want. That's also on here for some reason.
I do have a couple. They're thematic
If
and
you
they're
plant the item as treasure in adventure, then the PC's connection to the icon should provide them the secret or special quality that allows them to find or attune the weapon. That's cute. The secret phrase that will awaken an ancient staff. Rumored to have been lost ages ago. That's cute. In addition, I think there's a treasure section that's like, hey, listen, after every fight, give your players a healing potion. Slap it on them. Let's see if I can find that section. Loot. The no math optional system. Loots per heal up. Oh, that's cute. It's not what I remember it being, but there we go. Let's give it a roll and see what happens. 11. 2 potions, runes or oils of your choice, of your tier. Nice. Or if you want to, 250 gold per character. Nice.
Money's also good. I like items more. I don't. Money is like a weird thing to manage. You just end up with like a million stuff and nothing to spend it on.
Cool. Well, oils are not that exciting. They just give you some extra bonus and stuff. Runes are So hey, give yourself another healing potion on whoever spent them. Whoever smelt them, dealt them. Get them back.
Okie dokie.
We'll just say that you found some along these fine individuals' belts. That
Yes.
makes sense.
Okay. Now I have 1, and the commander should have 1 also because
Next
he
time.
spent it on me.
I hear those will further explore the mines. Will they make it out safely? And will they perhaps learn more of the spooky things happening in this terrifying place?
I'm more interested in spooky things.
I mean,
Well, yes, you are a spooky thing.
Hi. Thanks for noticing.
I put a lot of work into it.
Exactly. It's like
doing your hair.
yes, exactly. It's like wow, you're spooky. It's like yes, I've put a lot of